Hello, Merry Meet. So, something completely different today. Another dice video. And today is another opening of a Chessex Pound-O-Dice. So, yeah, I realize this is a very niche kind of video that might not be interesting for too many people, but yeah, some people have liked my other Pound-O-Dice openings, so here's another one. So, let me first say about this product that it's definitely a kind of product that is a good choice if you, for example, just have started role playing and you want a dice collection. It's basically £1 of Secunda dice from Chessex. And being Secunda, that might be a little bit of flaws in painting and such, and colors that didn't come out exactly as they wanted for their dice sets, but they're still good quality dice. And yeah, there are about 100 in here, but of course, big D20 is way more than little D4s, so it varies exactly how many you get. But enough jabbering, let's start the dice porn. So, yeah, also in these kits, there are one set of complete set of dice, so the typical 7 Dungeons and Dragon dice, and those are, you get them in a blind bag like this, so you don't know exactly which set you get, and they are unique to this product. So I think there are 4 of them, 4 or 5, and you get one with each pound of dice. So let's start with this set. You cannot get this in other types of Chessex products. Ooh, nice. The set I got is blue with spots. So here's the D12. And it's really, really nice. And these are not Secunda, these are really good quality. And yeah, they are basically a white background with lots of light blue spots. So you have a D12, a D4, D8, percentile D10, D20, and I don't have the blue set, so I think I have 3 different ones of those 4 now, so yeah. A D6, and a regular D10. So yeah, there's that. So let's start with the other dice. We have this, oh, I like that. I really like that. It's Gemini die, and this is gorgeous. It's basically a deep metallic red with a deep metallic purple and gold lettering, and it is awesome. This is so pretty. And then I have a regular red D20 with, wait, is that the that was also a D20. I don't remember if I said that. There's always usually more D6s in these bags than any other, but so far we have some D20s. And this one is really cute. It's basically speckled. It's a kind of army green with pink, with the white numbers. It's really, really cute. And so far I haven't really seen any defects. Perhaps a little bit of a defect in that 19 number there. These are pretty nice. And we have, this one is also really cute. It's speckled Gemini, green and pink. It's basically a white base with speckled pink and speckled green with black string, and it's a D8. And I really like this die, which is a singular. It's cute. And here's a D10, and here you see one of those things that makes it a secunda. See these little paint spots, but it shouldn't really affect the how the die work. If you're looking for a casino die, then yeah, anything that's on the dice will change the percentages of which side it lands on with a little bit. But for gaming, for around the kitchen table, doesn't matter. And this is a gray base with red and a little bit of black speckles. So D10. With that, absolutely the gay types of games I play the most are World of Darkness games. D10s are something I like to get. And here's are the first D6, and it just looks so awesome. And the camera isn't really picking it up. It looks really like a starburst. It's basically a bright yellow with red moving into orange. Basically just explosions around it with silver. Very, very nice. Very pretty. And another D20. It is gray with a little bit of blue speckling. It actually looks very nice and classy, and the lettering is white. I like that one. It looks quite cute. Very nice, very nice. And another D20. I got one of these in one of the other bags I have done as well. Though in this one the speckles is brighter. It's basically white with green speckles and black numbers. And we have a D12, and it's one of those. Is this the Borealis line? I think this is the Borealis line. I'm not completely sure. Basically, it's slightly transparent with basically a sort of oily sheen to it with micro glitter, and it's purplish pink with silver numbers. It's really, really pretty. D12. And we have another D10, and it's basically orange, brown, and black speckles with white numbers. Like that one. It's pretty good. So far, I have liked all the dice I have pulled. Sure, that red one with white. This one here, I have lots of these, and they are sort of a little bit boring, but the numbers are really easy to see, so it's really good when you're putting them to mark things on magic cards and such. And here we have another two-tone Gemini die. It's basically orange with a little bit of speckle down here, and pale blue with speckles up here with black lettering. So cool effect. So D8. And another with the Gemini. It's basically dark turquoise with a lot of with a little bit of speckle and pink speckle on the other side. This one actually looks really cool. White lettering. Really like that one. Just seem to be saying for just about every one of these dice so far. A really good bag. And of course, the good luck just can't be all the draws. It's basically this dirty white D10 with black. There's some flaws around here. I think I saw some. There, you can see the print. No, yeah, this isn't a very attractive die, but oh well, I'll take it. we have a light brown with darker brown speckles, D10, with white numbers. Very, very nice. Not the best one, but still nice. And we have a D6, which is pale brown with white and red speckles. And black lettering. There's a lot of speckles. I remember that from the last bag as well, there was a lot of speckled dice. And basically these are all a sort of dice that they couldn't put in their kits. So yeah. And this one is sort of cute. It's basically a pale pink base with dark pink and yellow and a bit of white speckles. D12 with black letters. Pretty cute. Regular sea blue with a little bit of a green sheen to it. D6 with pips, white pips. Pretty basic, but nice when doing things like Magic the Gathering. And we have this one, which is dark green with a little bit of blue and, yeah, mostly blue speckles. D20 with white numbers. And this one is has a light brown base with darker brown and, yeah, mostly shades of darker brown speckles. D20. It looks rather classy. Could be nice for, it's a little bit army camo colored. It could be nice for a character based around that. Something with an old, playing an old soldier in the 20 modern game or something. And here we have orange with black and lavender speckles. It's really unique looking dice. White numbers. Where did I put the D10s? Always need more D10s. And we have this one. I really like this one. It's basically ochre, is that the name of that color? Yellow and pale yellow with speckles. Gemini D20. This one looks really unique. I really like this one. And let me say that these Pound-O-Dice, not only are they a good way to instantly get a die collection for all your gaming needs, but they are also a great way to get really unique looking die that it's not that easy to find other places. And here we have a plain black with white D20. Just standard plain black with white. But the numbers are really easy to see and it is useful. And here we have another one that's... actually, this one I haven't seen before because on one side we have that regular white with green. And then we have white with blue on the other side. So it's a Gemini, but you don't see the Gemini effect very well. And there's a little bit of a spot of paint there, but this one is actually, and there, somewhat of an oddball because it's definitely one of those Gemini die, but the effect is very, very subtle. There's a misprinting and such, so it's just sort of a little bit like an oddball. It's not a very pretty die, but it's a little bit of an oddball, and I like oddballs. Under the D20, it's pale blue with green and red speckles. Very nice. Seems this is the pack for D20s, because we have gotten some D20s. And here we have a dark burgundy D10 with a little bit of light blue speckle to it. There's a very subtle bit of speckle. I quite like that. It's nice. And so anything dark burgundy will work well with vampire. And then we have this dark green with a little bit of pink and blue speckle D20. And again with white numbers. And yeah. And we have here a D20. It's pink. Basically, it's a pale green with pink speckles. Looks cute. My cat is sneezing. And here we have another. I think this one is similar to another we have here, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty similar. It's not exactly the same. There's the one we had earlier. This one is here is basically a little bit more orange, a little bit less speckle, but it's basically the same. So, yay. And we have pale pink with green, dark pink, and yeah, and darker brown. Basically, pale pink with light brown. I mean, pink and green speckles. D6. And here we have a basic. Well, no, there's a speckle. It's a little bit of speckle. It's basically mostly solid gray with a tiny bit of green, black, and red speckles, but not much. That also looks very classy. And I think what's happened here is that I basically wanted to make speckled dice, and there wasn't just not enough speckle in here, so I threw it in these kits. And so that way you get sort of color combinations you wouldn't normally get, because it's basically speckle light. Here we have a basic, what should I describe this as? A dark royal blue D10 with there's some sort of almost shimmer to it, but it doesn't appear to be glitter. And there's copper lettering. There's a little bit of misprinting here, but it's still a pretty good looking die. And our first D4, other than in the kit that the set that it comes with guaranteed, it's dark burgundy with lavender. Excuse me, that's my dishwasher going off. So that looks a little bit like this D10. Perhaps we will be able to pull out another set, perhaps. And here we have, well, orange and black and lavender and a bit of red speckles. It's just speckle galore. D10. And here we have another Gemini. It's basically pale yellow with white and orange with white. And not Gemini. No, the Geminis are the ones that where the color bleed into the other one, isn't it? While this is the two-toned one. I'm not completely sure what the sets are on, but they have two colors to it. We have another one almost like this. So the 8, and yeah, we do. Here we go. Two very similar D8s. And then we have another D12. Oh, I like this one. It's basically a dark greenish gray frosted. It's ever so slightly transparent, but very darkly frosted, and with white numbers. I really like that. Really nice. So a D12. Then we have another D10. It's dark pink with red, white, and blue. speckle. And it's a percentile die. Like that one. And we have a D20 here. It's white with the green and yellow or ochre speckles. Pretty okay. And then we have another dark. Basically, it's not exactly the same color as this one here, because this one is basically have a burgundy base and a little bit speckle, while this one has a more of a blackish base with a lot of burgundy speckle, but they still go together pretty nicely. And here is another one of this exactly same type, only it's a little bit more misprinted. But that was the original word. I put it there. So we have 3 similar D10s now. That's good. Here we have another one of those. I want to call them Geminis, but I'm not sure if that's the right name for them. It's basically, but here's more really 3 colors. But you have this here that's basically dark brown and orange and red speckled. Then we have one section here that's orange with the dark red, the dark pinkish speckles. And then we move into dark pink with a little bit of orange speckle here. So sort of 3 colors to it. Sort of neat. With white numbers at D20. And then we have it's an ochre yellow base with red for the most part speckle. D10. And here we have it's a greenish yellow base with a multitude of color speckles. D20. With white. And we have a gray with red and yellow speckle D10. I really like that one. Looks very nice and classy and clean. And then we have a white with ochre, red, and green speckle D6. I haven't gotten that many D6s so far. Usually there's tons of them because the D6s are usually cheaper, but not yet. Oh, and here we have another one of those completely starburst ones with silver numbers. So this one gets a little friend. And another D12. It's gray with green speckle and white numbers. Really nice. And oh, I like this. It's basically dark purple with black. I do think these might be the ones that are called Gemini. I'm not completely sure. The one where it just has one color that sort of fades into the other. So I might have been saying it wrong all the time. But anyway, we have this one and it has gold numbers. I really like that. Being a huge mage fan, anything that's purple with gold, I'm all over it. And then we have this one, which is basically tiger eye colored. I mean, really, this is tiger eye colored. Wait one moment. I have a tiger eye here somewhere. There we go. 1 moment. Sorry for bumping the camera. Here's a tiger eye. Tiger eye gem. This is this. This is this D6. It's tiger eye. Of course, it's not a real tiger eye, it's plastic, but it's meant to look like tiger eye, and it has silver numbers. That's neat. And then we have plain black, the 10 with copper numbers. I like that. Nice and classy and pretty. Now the D10, has an orange base with reddish brown speckle. Very nice. And we have a purple and pink speckled, or is it purple and blue? Bluish purple. It's basically pink and bluish purple. Speckled D10. And another one of these nice grey ones. What didn't I have? There's another one. So basically there's 2 of these. Very nice, because I like the look of these. So there's that. And we have this one. It's almost completely opaque orange, but there's a little bit of speckling to it. Very cute. Another D10. So it seems to be a lot of D10s in here too, which pleases me. And you have a D6 here, which is two-toned. It's grey with darker grey, red and blue speckle, and orange with a bit of grey speckle. Black numbers. And now we have soon talked about dice for a half an hour. So yeah, there's that. Here we have a pink dice with a lot of different colored speckles. Very nice, very pretty, cutesy. The percentile die, so it will do for playing Call of Cthulhu with very nice curly pink dice. That will be nice. Now we have a simple, just standard red with pips, transparent die. It's a bit of a, that's actually quite neat. There's, you can see there's bubbles inside of it. So when I cast it, there was bubbles, and there's a little bit of a flaw with the pip there. It's painted, but these bubbles inside, that's something you often don't see because these are discarded. But I like that. So yeah, it's a little bit point of interest. And then we have this one, which is dark pink, dark and light pink, speckled D6. And we have, well, just lots of different colors, but mostly dark burgundy. The 10 speckles, white numbers. And we have another one of these that are green. No, this one is the blue one. It's white, blue, speckled D10. I don't think these are very interesting looking, but they are with these very pale color to it, with a little bit more interest than just plain white. And then with black numbers, it's really easy to see. So it's a very practical die. So there's that. And we have a light brown with blue and green speckles. White numbers, very nice. And we have another one of these really nice dark purple with gold. Didn't we get another one of those? Yes, we did. There we go. So this one got a front. Very nice. Like I said, anything purple. This is purple, black, and with gold. Anything purple with gold details, it makes me think it's magey. So we don't use D6s for mage. Still, it pleases me. Then we have a grey with dark blue speckles. Very nice, very clean. I like that. It's a nice dice. Very nice. And then we have another one of these, actually. Dark burgundy with white. I didn't wear my other ones. Yeah. Well, they're not exactly for these. This is red, which this is more, but it's similar. So we have some D10s that are similar look to one another. And I also pulled up these, which is basically earth tone speckles. D4 is only the second D4, other than in the kit, so 3 D4 overall. Another one of these magey ones. Purple is my favorite color, and when this has gold details, it almost makes me think of that mage. And this one is cute. It's ochre with red and black speckles. D20. And then we have a plain red D20 with black numbers. I actually like this a lot more than... Where are you? There you are. This one. Because it's a deeper red. I like this tone of red better than this one. And with that black numbering, this die just looks better to me. But of course, not everybody will share my taste. And here we have grey with a little bit of speckle, with yellow with orange and white speckles. Two-tone dice. I like that. It's a D8 with black lettering. Where did I put my D8s? There we are. D8. Another D4, and it's really nice. It's basically this sort of almost fluent looking, lava looking green, and the camera is not doing it justice. It's so pretty, and it has gold lettering. Really nice. Another D4. It's dark red and green and light blue speckles. D4. Didn't really like the look of that one, but it'll do with white numbers. Wasn't it white? Yes, with white numbers. And another D12, and it's another one of these. I think they're called Borealis line. I'm not completely sure. It's basically, like I said, it's slightly transparent with micro glitter and basically a sheen to it, and it has gold letters. And it's a D12. Didn't we get another one of these? I know I talked about it. Yeah, we did. But the other one was pink. But this one is green. So yeah. It is a really, really pretty line. So happy about that. Another D4. They are coming strong now. It's this again, which is basically yellow with a lots of different speckles. But yeah, okay. D4. And we have it's a little bit of speckle, but the colors of the speckle are really close to one another. It's green and a sort of greenish blue speckle. I don't know if it will pick up the speckle. It does pick up the speckle. D20 with white. And you have a green with blue, but completely different anyway, with white letters. D20. Because this one is much lighter, and the speckle effect is much more subtle than with this one. And we have another D12, which is red and black and ochre yellow speckling, which makes it look a little bit like a dying fire. D12, it's pretty. And ooh, nice! It's basically green tones and black. I really like this one. I really want a set of this color. D12, that's really nice. And here we have another one of these. The Meiji ones. So now we have 4. Huzzah! And my dice fell down. One moment. You see, my cat eats dice, but she doesn't take them off the table. But if they're on the floor, she decides, well, then they're chew toys. And we don't want that with the nice dice, don't. No, that would be. Here's another one. It's brown. It's light brown with darker brown. That actually looks really cute. D10. And another one. It's sort of similar, but much darker. It's basically a sort of camo green with dark brown. D12. So I like that one actually, with white. D20, which is a light grey with light yellow speckles. Nice, subtle, pretty good. And the numbers are very easy to see. And we have a D4 here. It's white, yellow, and green speckles. And we have a very plain, boring D10 here at percentile D10. It's green with white numbers. That's what it is. Well, I'll take it. And we have another one of these really, really cute pink ones. And this one is even cuter, with light pink and darker pink and a little bit of blue. I mean, seriously, I'm gonna play Call of Cthulhu, the old system with you play with the hundreds, with these little cute pink ones. Your star. Because nothing is better when you're dealing with Eldritch Horror than cute pink. And we are nearing the end here. So, if you have been sitting through this, remember that you could probably have seen an entire episode of some TV series rather than listening to a fat Norwegian girl talking about dice. So, yeah, that's the priorities in your life. And yeah, brownish with white speckles, D20. Yes, we all need some dice porn at times. Ochre and the grey D20. Really nice. Brownish and black speckles, D20. There's a lot of speckles here. And this one is plain burgundy with plain opaque burgundy with white numbers, like that. A little bit more interesting than just black or red, while at the same time being very practical. Another one of these brownish, orangey, black speckled thingies. D20s. And we have a burgundy with a little bit of black and purple speckle. It's not that easy to see the speckle because it's very subtle. D4. And then I think we are at the last die. We are. Come here. And it's my favorite color, which is it's purple on purple speckle D4 with white. That's the dice. So, I have to say, this is my favorite pound of dice so far. The first one was good, but it wasn't awesome. It was good. The second one was really, really great. There was some awesome dice there. This one, it's just so many great dice. I'm gonna have a problem choosing my favorites, but I am going to choose some favorites. My absolute favorite is this one that was, no, where was it? There we have it. The first one I drew out of the bag is this one. It's basically this metallic purple and red D20. It is just so nice. I have to check if, and this one I actually think is a Gemini. It was the other two towned ones I said the wrong with, but this one, and it's again we have a little bit purple and gold going on, so it has the mage feeling. I have to check if Chessex actually have this combination of colors as a complete set, because then I might have to pick that up. Absolute my favorite. My second favorite is where is it? There. This nice frosted green D12. It's just so plain in some ways, but with that frosted effect, it's just so classy. And my third favorite are these four Meiji D6s. Because those I have a mage character that uses dice divination. I might bring this to a play session for her, so that she can so that basically I can play out her Fuki with these. So that's that. Okay. So before we do the final count over, just to see how many die we got, so that I'm very pleasantly surprised that we got a lot more D20s than we got the sixes. Let me see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, obviously we can't count today, but we got nearly 30 of those, and only 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 14 D6s. Usually it's so many D6s compared to the others, but here we both have more D10s and D20s than D6s. So that's pretty good. But yes, let's start counting to see how many dice we actually got. So we have these four, the nice purple ones. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. This is also one of my favorites. 26 we said, yes. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Halfway to 100. 50. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. That's a nice one. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 99, 95, 96, 97, 98. So this is 98 die, including the freeze kit. And like I said, it varies a little bit how many you get. With this kit, we didn't get a lot of very lightweight D4s and D8s. So naturally, we will get less die out of it. Another one, I think I got 105 or something. So basically, it goes a little bit up and down, but around 100. So yeah. Anyway, I should go before I spend all your day here. But I'm really, really happy. These dice are awesome. There was no plain white D6s with pips, which is just so boring to get in these kind of kits. So yeah, and let me know in the comment section if you want more die videos from me. And also let me know, I have some kits that I might review and such if anybody wants that. And also considered getting some of the, it's similar kits like this, but from AliExpress, so it's all sort of dice. And I was wondering just picking up one of those kits to do an opening with too, if there's any interest in that. So yeah, if you have stayed for all of these 48 minutes of dice porn, then awesome, you get free Geek point. So have a great day and blessed be.